People that I loved walked away and never came. I built a case against your goodness, like a lawyer for the defense. Collected every disappointment as if it were evidence. And I thought that if I named enough reasons, you would finally disappear. But you never left. Not when I slammed the door. Not when I said I didn't care what I believed anymore. You never left. Not when I cursed the sky. Not when I traded truth for comfort, one compromise at a time. I was the one creating distance. I was the one who kept moving west. I kept looking for your absence, but you never left. You never left. I had questions by the hundreds. I still carry quite a few. And I got tired of the people who pretended that they knew. Why children suffer, why hearts break, why prayers sometimes seem delayed, and why the darkest nights can linger long after faith begins to fade. So I wandered through the wilderness, convinced that I was on my own. But you never left. Not when I lost my way. Not when I spent a decade